Where do the wild horses go? They come up here to the Copper Globe Flat.
Today is March 30th, 2017. Headed eastbound on I-70 and about to go check out part of the San Rafael Swell I haven't seen before, south of I-70 here in the Devil's Canyon area. Gonna enjoy some car camping and maybe some backpacking as well. This is an area that is also known for having some wild horses left over from the days of the old Spanish Trail that goes close to here. Some of the uranium used to make the atomic bomb came from the San Rafael Swell area here as well. So some interesting history here in this part of Utah, and we'll see how I go. The back road is getting a little bit bumpy here, but I did just pass a couple of vehicles on the way out that were pulling trailers. They did say to look out for the drop of maybe 1 foot or something like that. That'll be a sign to turn around, and this might actually be the end of the road for me here. I can see a spot where people have been turning around, so yep, I'm gonna follow that advice and pull off and make camp. Today's March 31st, 2018, and I'm here at the San Rafael Swell. Did some car camping, enjoyed a nice almost full moon at the end of a Jeep road down towards Devil's Canyon. I still am a couple miles away from the trailhead for Devil's Canyon, and maybe 4 miles away from the Copper Globe historical area and mine. So I'm gonna go down there on a day hike today and see what there is to see. So we'll see how I go. I'm getting down into Devil's Canyon here a little deeper, and up on this sort of plateau there's a bit of a meadow and a good place for wild horses to hang out. Actually saw some tracks here that I'm not sure where they lead, but I'm gonna follow them and see if it might lead me to one of those wild horses I've heard about. I'm still here on the trail of these wild horses off of a side canyon of Devil's Canyon. Still seeing horse poop and horse tracks without the horseshoes, of course. Even if I don't find any wild horses today, there's some pretty neat canyon scenery to explore here. So let's go check it out. After reaching a dead end at the end of that side canyon and the end of the horse tracks, I'm climbing up and over this saddle, heading south to hopefully meet back up with that Jeep road that goes down to the Copper Globe mine. About to see what I'm up against on the other side of the saddle and see how I go.
Came up against this sort of old-fashioned fence cobbled together from fallen trees here right on the other side. And it looks like it would be able to restrain larger horses. There's some big enough gaps that I can squeeze through, no problem. Just another interesting piece of Old West history here near Copper Globe Mine. Just after spotting that last big pile, I came around the corner of this flat area here and finally came up on some wild horses. At least 3 of them in sight so far. One of them spotted me. I don't know if it picks it up on the video, but definitely heard some sort of snorting sounds. So they're not that happy to see me, really. But I'm pretty stoked to see them. Starting to have my doubts that I would see anything wild out here. But sure enough, the burros are still alive and well here in San Rafael Swell. Beautiful black wild horses. One of them's got a white patch on his rear right foot there. Seems to be kind of the leader of the group, maybe the male with his 2 females. Definitely hearing some jeeps off in the distance too. So maybe that's what they're getting freaked out about now, more so than from me. Where do the wild horses go on a holiday weekend that also falls over spring break? They come up here to the Copper Globe Flat. At least these 3 do. Happy grazing. Since seeing the wild horses up there on Copper Globe Flat on Sagebrush Mesa, it's been a walk along a Jeep road for the most part on my way back to where I'm parked. I didn't actually see the historic area and mine that's up there, but not too concerned about it. The wild horses are really what I was more interested in seeing. I'll be glad that I saw those and not be too concerned about missing that old mine site.
On the next Backpacker Diaries.
I did end up scoring a permit to do the Egypt trailhead to 25-mile wash loop, which will have me walking through the Escalante River, knee deep at most. really the longest wettable shoe hike that I've ever been on.